I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's I'll try to talk about the review of the Mi11X device after using more than 50 days. So yes friends, it's been more than 50 days of using this Mi11X device, and a lot of users are really interested to buy this smartphone, and they are waiting for my final conclusion about this phone. So and in this video I'll try to discuss all the factors like performance, display, battery life, camera, and what are the special features which I did enjoy in this phone. And make sure to watch till end of the video friends. Don't try to skip any part, because if you're a serious buyer who is looking into buy this Mi11X device, this video will be really very much helpful, because I'll be discussing each and every small details: heating issues, thermal throttling issues, and display low brightness issues, green tint issues. A lot of these things I'll try to discuss in entire video. So make sure to watch till end of the video friends without skipping, and make sure to use my links in the description to buy the smartphone. And first let's get started with the first thing, the price of this phone. The Mi11X right now it's available for about 29,999, as you can see, for the 6GB RAM variant. The variant which I'm trying to use is a 8GB RAM variant. So now let's move to the first topic, which is performance. So in terms of the performance wise, the Mi11X has got the Snapdragon 870, so which is really powerful friends. Snapdragon 870, which is also present in the iQOO 7 device and OnePlus Nord as well. And overall in my experience, I did not have any kind of issues using this phone, even after installing so many applications and so many games in this phone. I think the storage was easily filled up to 85% and 90%. Still I did not have any kind of experience of slowing down in the performance and slowing down in the phone, nothing at all. So overall the Snapdragon 870 processor is perfect combination of the performance and of saving the battery as well. It's not that much battery consuming in my opinion when compared with the Snapdragon 888 processor, and it's really power efficient as well. That is another thing. And I can show you a couple of screenshots about the benchmarks as well, how much benchmark I did. So in case if you want to know the benchmarks of this Mi11X device, so it is a benchmarks. So as you can see friends, it did score up to close to 6,90,000 in the Mi11X device with this Snapdragon 870 processor. So the reason only is that you did get a really less score, only the storage is completely filled, as you can see friends. But in the CPU and the GPU you can see really good performance, solid performance you're getting in this phone without any kind of problems, as you can clearly see in terms of the benchmark test. So it's really great friends. In terms of benchmarks, you should not be worried at all. Even in throttling as well, as you can see, CPU throttling, not much is happening in the throttling as well. After the MIUI 12.5 update, these are the new things which has got changed in this phone. So apart from that, the phone also has got the LPDDR5 RAM type and the UFS storage 3.1. That's also another biggest advantage in this Mi11X device, which has got the combination of both LPDDR5 and the UFS 3.1. So overall you'll be experiencing really good and faster speeds in the Mi11X device without any kind of problems. And with this performance, and we might be expecting the heating, but that's not the case friends. The phone doesn't heat at all. So definitely in my experience, I'm saying I did plenty of benchmark tests and a lot of gaming tests as well, intense Antutu benchmark test as well friends. So make sure to check this video 3 times, Antutu benchmark test which I did. So that video will give you a clear idea. CPU throttling as well, all this kind of benchmarks which clearly proves I did use the maximum settings friends, maximum. So I just want to use the maximum and to see how much temperatures this phone can go. And if you're playing the normal gaming, then definitely you should not be worried at all. This phone reached up to maximum of 42 degrees in my all the benchmarks. So whereas other phones, they did reach up to 46, 45, 44 as well, other phones. So there's a quite advantage with this Mi11X, particularly the performance and the combination of the low temperature is really good. The performance wise slightly less than the iQOO 7 device, little bit, but not much friends, just a little bit difference in terms of the stability. When I did the 3D benchmark test, then I got to know about the solid performance which is present in the iQOO 7 device. So all friends, in terms of the performance you should not be worried. Even for the gaming as well, it's really great and good. And unlike other phones, you do get the real-time FPS meter on the top, as you can see friends, where you can actually see the real-time statistics, which is really good. And that is the main thing which I don't like in the iQOO device, which doesn't have the real-time statistics, which is convenient way to see the real-time FPS. And the phone supports the 120Hz refresh rate. So even the 120Hz games also support. Right now I'm trying to play the 120Hz game, so which is currently, you can see friends, it's playing perfectly alright with 120Hz, and which has got the 360Hz touch sampling rate. Yes, the phone has got the 360Hz touch sampling rate, which is also working perfectly alright without any kind of issues. Yes friends, without any kind of issues. Whereas the Realme X1 Max, that phone has got 240Hz, but the company did claim up to 360Hz, but I'm not sure why it's happening. But this phone is absolutely correct. 360Hz, I'm getting touch sampling rate without any problem. So in my 50 days of usage, I did not have any kind of problem with the display and performance at all, apart from slight throttling issues, little bit, but not much. Next, let's move to the display. Display has got the E4 Samsung's AMOLED panel friends, which is really good and really great, but we do have 2 disadvantages. So first disadvantage is a green tint. The green tint problem in the MLNX device is still appearing. I did see did couple of videos, so make sure to stay tuned. Very soon I'll try to do the video. Green tint problem and low brightness issue. So after a long time, if you're trying to play the game with a high brightness and with high temperatures, if the phone reaches, the brightness will automatically decrease. I did find the threshold value, which is a 43 degrees. Whenever the phone reaches to 43 degrees or 44 degrees, the brightness will automatically decrease. Yes, even if you increase full, it won't display the full brightness. I got to know after doing this kind of benchmark test. Make sure to watch this benchmark test, friends, which is a 3D benchmark test. The 3D benchmark test will give you the clear idea which is present in this epic comparison videos. So make sure to check that playlist, that will give you a clear idea. So where I did find out that 2 times I did the testings and 2 times the brightness decreased in this phone. That's a really sad part. But if the temperatures are high, only if the temperatures are high, only then the low brightness issue problem will be there. And green tint issue problem only in the few units it's still appearing. But overall, in terms of the brightness wise, it's really good, friends. You do have different filters to enjoy the content, which is also another great advantage in this phone. And I did enjoy the display. Overall, this is my favorite display out of all the phones like iQOO 7, OnePlus Nord and the Realme X7 Max. This is my favorite display just because of really good colors and contrast and saturation levels, and really good having the benefits where you can change the different filters, HDR whenever you want. That is another thing which I particularly enjoy. Not only that, this small punch hole. So as I said, maybe because of this small punch hole, I got really attracted to this phone particularly, friends. That may be another reason. So overall, in terms of the display, I have no issues in this phone at all. So that is a main advantage in this phone. Even it has got very good high brightness as well, 1300 nits of peak brightness, which is also really great, and even HDR10 plus certified. So now let's move to another part, which is the battery. So battery backup and the charging. The phone has got the 4520 mAh of battery, so which is quite good nowadays, what we're seeing in the normal mobile phones. And the fast charging supports up to 33 watt fast charging. My phone takes about close to 60 minutes to 65 minutes and 70 minutes. 60 minutes to 70 minutes, friends. This is my time which the phone takes to completely charge 0 to 100%. Some of the users, they are really experiencing the problem where the last 100%, like 99 to 100%, it will take close to 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, friends, 5 to 10 minutes. I did observe that's totally weird. I'm not sure why it's taking too much of time, but last 1 or 2% will take plenty of time. That is one problem is there in this MLNX device. So in terms of the battery backup, it's really good. There is another thing I particularly like in this battery backup. I'm not saying just for the sake of saying. After doing plenty of reviews only, I was able to say this kind of conclusion, friends. So whenever I do the PUBG training or any kind of benchmark training, any kind of test, any test in this MLNX device, always the battery not used to drain a lot. Yes, I used to start all the another benchmark test and everything, 3D benchmark test, CPU throttling test, everything from the 100%. This phone used to decrease only 2%, whereas other phones they used to decrease close to 5 to 6%. That is only happening, maybe the last 1% is taking too much of time in this phone. And when the PUBG battery draining also, this phone was able to last up to close to 6 hours of time, friends. So make sure to check these videos, 2 videos which are uploaded on the MLNX device, 1 and the 2. So you can check these videos and you can come into a clear conclusion how much the battery backup you can expect while gaming. So battery backup is solid in this phone, no problem. And charging speed slightly, but that should be kind of okay, maybe 60 to 70 minutes in this phone. And screen on time, you can expect up to close to maybe 5 to 6 hours of screen on time can be possible in this device. 5 to 7 hours can be possible. That should not be any kind of issues. So next thing is the connectivity. In terms of the connectivity, let's talk about not 5G first. Let's talk about the 4G place, because that's a really hot topic right now because of the iQOO 7 device, where the iQOO 7 device has got really low signals in terms of the indoor mode, whereas other phones are really performing great. You can check in my YouTube channel, friends, of 4G plus SciTechGuru. Just type the 4G plus SciTechGuru, otherwise 4G plus Mi11X SciTechGuru. You can find all the videos. You can see here Mi11X used to perform really great, and it's kind of really close competition with the OnePlus Nord. Yes, the OnePlus Nord has got the better connectivity, but this phone also got the really close to that OnePlus Nord, friend. This is the only phone which I got right now which is close to OnePlus Nord in terms of the connectivity device. So it supports the Wi-Fi 6 as well, and you can actually use the Wi-Fi tethering to share the Wi-Fi 6 with other users. That's also another advantage in this phone. So all friends, in terms of the connectivity, no problem at all in this Mi11X device. So I'm not bothered much about the 5G right now, but I'm bothered only about the 4G place. So that is what I need, the 4G place at this time, because in my town I do know 5G takes about maybe 3 to 4 years to come. So right now I need to take care only about the 4G place, not the 5G one. That is one thing you need to remember, friends. If you're in the metropolitan city, maybe you can take care of the 5G, but just type in the YouTube 4G place Mi11X iQOO. You can find all the videos which I uploaded recently. Try to check these videos and you will definitely come to the conclusion how is the connectivity. So in terms of the connectivity, I'm 100% satisfied. So now let's move to the camera. So this is the area, friends, where the Mi11X slightly disappoints me, but it also depends upon the type of user to user, obviously. But in my experience, after using other smartphones, that is the thing which I figured out, that the Mi11X is slightly little bit kind of not that performed when compared with the iQOO device. That is what my worry is. If this phone has got really good camera, then definitely that would have been great advantage to buy this smartphone particularly. So I'm not saying completely bad, it's decent, but there are a few things like stabilization and the night mode photography. It's really great in the iQOO device. That is what I like particularly. One more thing, this phone has got really amazing features. So many features you can select, from vlog mode and dual video mode and plenty of other live image mode as well. Same like the iPhone you do get in this kind, as you can see, friends. Same like the iPhone you do get here. So which is really great in terms of the colors and everything. I did like the colors. So it's only not great in terms of the night mode shots only. Just for one image, I just want to compare with the iQOO device with the night mode shot. How much not great. So this is the iQOO device, friends. So both phones I'm trying to use with the full brightness mode. Full brightness. I did show you the full brightness as well, as you can clearly see. Full brightness in both phones, as you can clearly see, friends. You can see the clear difference in the night mode here. How much good in the iQOO and how much not great in this Mi11X device. As I said, it's really great in the iQOO device. This is the area where I do feel the Mi11X can be improved a little bit. And there are a couple of other things which I particularly like in this phone, which is a dual speaker setup, which is also really good, and the haptic feedback is also really great in this phone, which works absolutely fine and fantastic. No issues in terms of the haptic feedback. I did enjoy, but one thing is that you cannot enjoy this haptic feedback while gaming. That's really disappointing for me. But overall, friends, with this kind of 50 days of usage, there are a couple of things which I just want to mention. In terms of the performance wise, I'm quite okay with the decent performance, and even the temperatures are really low. And display wise, green tint issue still there in this phone in some units, not all the units. In some units I'm still facing, and low brightness issue also still facing. So green tint and low brightness issue. And next, in terms of the camera, night mode is not that great and video stabilization is not that great. And next, in connectivity, 100% fine. So no problem in the connectivity, and build quality is perfectly alright in this phone. You're getting plenty of options in terms of the IR blaster and dual stereo speakers, which is Dolby Atmos as well, and side mounted fingerprint scanner, so which is really good. Everything is perfect in this phone, even the UI. So in terms of the UI, some people they don't like, some people like, but for me as a person, I did use the MI phones for the past 6 to 7 years, and one thing I can say, in terms of the updates, you can definitely expect for the next 2 to 3 years. Perfectly alright in this phone without any kind of issues in terms of the update. So this is my final conclusion, friends. As I said, this is not my any kind of paid or any kind of promotion, because none of the phones which are reviewed in my channel, and no one sponsored me at all. So that is the reason all the videos will be completely honest, and I'll be giving you my complete thoughts on this phone. And still I am testing in this phone, friends. For the next couple of days I'll try to test and compare with other smartphones. Even in the speed test and RAM management, on all those details I'll try to compare with other smartphones. And one more thing, if you keep the iQOO and this phone side by side with the performance, iQOO is a clear win in the performance. That is what I can say. Slight difference is there in the iQOO. If you watch all the videos, you can definitely understand that. So this is a complete review, friends, about the Mi11X device after 50 days of usage. And final question is that, is it worth it to buy? Will I suggest? Yes, I can suggest you for everything as an all-round package. Yes, for the all-round package, you can buy this phone. You will get the good connectivity, good display, better performance, like normal and moderate performance, and slightly close to better kind of camera as well you will be getting in this phone, and great battery backup. So this is a perfect combo, but you need to even consider the negative things: green tint issue, low brightness issue, and slightly less perform when compared with the iQOO's mobile phone, and slightly takes double time to charge when compared with the iQOO smartphone. So I did compare with iQOO mainly because these two phones are priced at same range. That is the reason. And thank you for watching this video, friends, and this is my final conclusion about this phone after using for 50 days. And do let me in the comments below how you're feeling about your Mi11X device after using for so much long time. Even I do want to listen to your feedback and what are the problems you're still facing in the phone. So do let me in the comments below. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.